everyone, welcome back. So I just finished filming this makeup look, and this is what I'm gonna call the non-traditional fall makeup look, because I've been seeing all of these great tutorials come out, but it tends to be neutral eyes or deep colored eyes and dark lips, which is beautiful. But you guys all know, and if you don't know, if you're new here, I am a colors girl. Year round, I like color on my hair, obviously. I like color on my face. What's interesting is I love colorful makeup, but I tend to not wear very colorful clothing, so I don't know. But if you put a neutral palette in front of me, or a hot pink and yellow palette, something like the, what's that palette? The Urban Decay Electric palette, I would choose this all day. So I thought, why not do something fun and do something totally in the opposite end of what's normal right now and do a bunch of color. So in this tutorial, I do glitter all over the eyes. We have pink on the inner corner, we have blue, we have purple glitter on the eyes. So the eyes are somewhat fall normal. Not really, because it's a bunch of glitter. But then I show you 4 different lip options. So I show you this one, which is a violet magenta pink. I also show you a blue lip option, and then I show you a hot pink, and then a deep dark purple, which is perfect for fall if you do want more of a traditional fall lippy. So I think this is really fun. If you do any non-traditional fall makeup looks, make sure to tag me. 2 exciting things that are happening right now. We just hit 12,000 followers on Instagram. I'm so excited. We actually hit 10 and 11,000 followers on my birthday, which was August 25th. So excited. We just hit 12,000. Make sure to follow me. Tag me if you do any fun makeup looks. Also, I'm on Twitter, Snapchat. All that stuff's linked down below. I list all the products I use down below. If you guys want, I could do a wig lookbook. I have so many wigs. I love this wig, and I thought, what is more non-fall than bright green hair? It just goes with the theme. So I'll even list the hair down below. Everything's listed down below. Don't want to ramble. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that we're almost at 10,000 subbies here on the channel. So please make sure, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. So exciting. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. And also stay tuned to the end of the video, because there's some bloopers, because I've been filming for so long, I'm starting to lose my mind. So that's it. I'm done rambling. Let's jump into the... Oh, wait. Let me mention, when I started this video, I did not have the wig on. There's no makeup on. So just, be nice. I look a little different. I wasn't glammed up yet. So let's go back in time, and that's it from me. All right, so let's jump into it. Told you, no wig. Boyfriend's giving me a scalp massage. Nothing on. I look totally different. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the brows. I'm going to be using this ColourPop brow pencil, and I believe it's just in the color black. I love this thing. It just makes it easy. I'm just going to fast forward through this because I have a tutorial on this. It's the same thing. I fill it in, I brush, I fill it in, I brush. Nothing new there, and this pencil just makes it really easy to do that, so I love it. Quick, easy. Then what I do is I go in and I take this MAC concealer, I think it's NC45, and I just use my fingers. And this just helps to, if you have any errand hairs under your brows, it helps to conceal those. It makes your brows look a lot neater than they were before. And I just use my fingers. I know to some people that's just insane, but it's just quick, easy, and I just get it on there. And when I know I'm going to be blending a color into the crease, like this one from the Balm, it's this nice burnt orange color, then I don't mind how messy I am under the brows. So I'm going to really pack that orange color on because I wanted this look to be nice and colorful. So you can see I have a lot of product on the brush, and don't worry about it because we're going to blend another color on top of it. So it's okay if it's a bit patchy, a bit messy, because we're going to take our time blending that out in a bit. So I'm just packing that color on, just getting it in and blending it very sloppily, I might say, because you can tell there's lots of product everywhere. So now I'm going to take a fluffier brush, and first I'm going to have some tea. I always have tea next to me when I film, and I drink so much of it and I get excited. I love tea. So I'm going to go into this Makeup Forever palette, and it's just called the 9 Shadow palette. And these colors are named weird. They're numbers, but I'm taking that dark purple color, and I'm going to blend that into the crease. And everything is linked down below. So if I don't tell you the exact name, it's linked down below. You saw my face because I was like, whoa, this is dark. So I really did take my time to blend this because you saw I put a lot of product on. So we've got a lot of orange, a lot of purple, but I told you this is a non-traditional fall look. So we're just, so far it looks traditional, but it won't be in a second. So I really packed on the product there. So I just wanted to show you guys, I have issues. I have to fix things. So I just took a makeup wipe and cleaned up some of the product because I just had so much of it on. Going in with the Star, I love this palette. You can see how excited I am. Using the Urban Decay Moon Dust palette, I'm going to take this first blue color, and this is called Vega. You're going to see how beautiful this is. I forgot to show you, I did wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. And look at that color. It is so beautiful, so pigmented, everything a color girl would want. I love color on the eyes, on the face. I just love it. So this is beautiful. It's this bright blue purple, and I'm putting that all over the lid, but leaving the inner corner blank because I want to put other colors there. So I'm taking it really far into the inner corner, leaving some of it blank, and then going out towards the back. So now I'm going to take the L'Oreal setting spray, the Infallible spray, pack that on, and you see that I'm patting, I'm not wiping. You want to always start with patting motions. Now I'm going in with the color Magnetic, and that's a purple color. It's coming up as pink on camera, but that's because there's so many lights on me, but it's actually purple. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner and blend it into the blue. And I just, looking at this on camera, it's like, oh my God, that is my dream. I love glitter, I love color, so I really like that the way this eye look turned out. And you can see how pigmented this is. If you guys don't have this palette, I highly recommend it. Urban Decay makes some of my favorite eyeshadows. So I'm just going to take that and pack that on the inner corner. And like I said before, you can see I'm not swiping, I'm really pressing that into the eye just to make sure that it stays all day and looks nice and blended. So now what we're going to do is have some more tea because I'm just keeping it real. This is what I do when I film because it takes me forever. So I'm going to go back into that palette and use the color Spectre. I wanted to try to use as many colors in this palette as I could because I love this palette. And you're going to see how this just brightens the inner corner of the eye. I just took a little bit, wet my brush with some of that L'Oreal Infallible spray, and packed this. And just look at the difference from the right eye to the left eye. It's just so much more brighter, much more awake, and much more colorful. I love it. Now we are going to go into the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. We're going to use the color Licorice, that black color, because I decided I wanted to deepen up the outer corners of the eye just a little bit, but I had a lot of product on the brush. That seemed to be the theme today. So I just went from eye to eye, blending it out. I didn't want it to be too dark because we still need to do liner, and I wanted to make things even. So I'm just adding on some black color just to add some depth to the eyes. And then I went with my Mica Beauty liner. I use this every day, but it doesn't even have the name on it anymore. I love this liner. I actually received it in a BoxyCharm a couple of months ago. It's almost dried out, but I love this stuff. It's just so easy. It doesn't move. It stays put all day. Highly recommend it. I love it. I wear it all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, you always see me tagging them because I just love it. So I'm just taking this from the inner corner. I'm doing a dramatic wing. And I'm following along. You can see it better on this side where we have that black shadow. And I'm just dragging out and then pulling in because I did want kind of a dramatic wing to go with this eye look. Since we have so much glitter on, I thought we might as well just go full glam here. So I'm dragging it out and then pulling it in. Moving on to the face, I'm going to use the Benefit Professional Primer. I love this stuff. Highly recommend it if you have oily skin or large pores. I have large pores everywhere. It sucks, especially because I have oily skin. They just get so full, and this just makes everything look smooth and airbrush. Going in with this Anastasia Stick Foundation in Cocoa. I actually just did a video on this, and I like this foundation. I'll link that video down below. Great stuff. So what you do is you just swipe it all over the face. It looks like I'm using a lot, but I'm not. And this stuff goes a long way once you start blending it out. Full coverage, love it, and it's very, very comfortable. It's a comfortable formula. I actually left it on, I think in the video I filmed, for about 10 hours? 10 or 12 hours. I left it on for a long time, and then I checked in with you throughout the day. So if you want to see a detailed review on this foundation, check the link down below, but you can see how nicely it blends out. It almost feels like it's going to be oily or creamy, but it's not. It dries matte. So if you have oily skin, definitely recommend this. Oily or combo, and it's very, very comfortable and full coverage, which I love. Going in with the concealer, and then I just dropped it. This is the LA Pro Girl Concealer. You want to make sure you mix this. Don't ever just put it on your face from the tube because it needs to be mixed. It's drugstore, but does need some work, but I love it because it's full coverage. And I am taking that under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose. I'm like going a little nuts here, so I'm like, oh my God, I put a lot, but we're just going to go full glam, non-traditional fall makeup look. So I put that all over the face. It always makes me make silly faces. And what I like to do is I like to start with blending out with my fingers because I feel like the heat from my hand really helps to blend it out naturally. And then I go in with my beauty blender. And I like to do a little bit of blending before I do any baking. So I blend out a little bit and then I go in and I bake. If I know I'm going to have the makeup on for a long time, I bake. I'm oily, so honestly I should always bake, but I don't do it all the time. So now I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye setting powder to bake under the eyes. I tend to only bake under the eyes because that is where I get very oily. And sometimes I'll bake on the forehead, but not too often because I tend to break out there. So I don't like to put too much product on my forehead. So we're going to let that bake, and then we're going to have some more tea because I wasn't lying. I have a lot of tea when I film. And then I'm going to go in and contour the nose, and I'm going to use this Black Radiance bronzer, and I believe it's in Blackberry. I'll leave it down below. I've been using this for years. I love it. I'm just going to go down the bridge of the nose and contour the nose while my concealer is baking under the eyes, and I just take a brush, go down the edge of the nose, and then I like to take my fingers because the warmth from my fingers really helps to blend it out. And then what I do is I go in with a fluffy brush or a contour brush. I usually use a contour brush, but when I was filming this, I had just washed my makeup brushes, so I'm actually using an eyeshadow brush to blend that out, and I spend a lot of time here. I cut it out because this video is already long, but I actually spend, I'm not kidding, about 4 minutes blending everything out. So now we're going to go in and blend that bake out. Now this is not my preferred brush for blending it out. You can see that this brush is really dense. These are actually brushes from Amazon. I'm doing a detailed review on Amazon makeup brushes, so definitely keep a lookout for that because I'm doing the review over a couple of months because I really want to give you detailed reviews and thoughts on how they work. So this is one of the Amazon brushes and I'm using it. I usually use something a little looser pack. What am I trying to say? Something that's not as dense, but so it took me a long time to blend this out. We're going to go back into the Makeup Forever palette to do the under eye. So I'm taking that deep dark purple that we used in the crease and putting it on the lower lash line. So some people may say this is a traditional fall look. I don't think so because I see everyone doing neutral eyes and dark lips. I wanted to do some sparkle, and then I didn't want to go too crazy with the color, so I just put some dark purple on the lower lash line. But then we're going to take some more glitter and add it and pack it into that inner corner because that says fall, right? A very highlighted pink inner corner eye. I just love the way it looks. I love this palette because it's glitter and it's color. I just love it. Going in with these Kiss lashes, I really like these lashes. Easy to put on. I didn't film it because it took me forever, but I love them. It always takes me forever to film lashes. Now we're going to go in with this Dior blush. I can't remember the name. I'll link it down below, but I thought I wanted to do a bright blush. So I did this little nice pale pink, and it adds a flush of pink to the cheeks, and I just thought that was really pretty. Just to go with the theme of color, I didn't want to do something too dark and fall-like. I thought, let's do something summer-like. So I picked this pale pink blush, but you can see it just adds a nice flush of color. And then I wanted to highlight. I love this palette. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and I'm taking the color Bronzed, and look at that. I just put a little bit on my nose. I love this. Highly recommend it. When I went to my Sephora, it was actually sold out. So I'm going to put that on the bridge of the nose, and I'm going to put that on the cheeks, high points. Now again, this is not the brush I wanted to use for this. I do like these brushes, but it's not the particular brush I wanted to use. So I did have to work at blending this sucker out. And I just love it. It's just so easy. You need very little of it. And it just adds a nice, beautiful highlight to the face. So I put that on the high points of the cheekbones, the nose, and I'm also going to put it on the Cupid's bow just to add some sheen to the top part of my lip. And I'm really packing it on, really having to blend out because these brushes are so dense. I really like them though. So stay tuned for that video to hear my full thoughts on those. And so like I told you, I'm going to take a smaller brush and put it on. Look at that. It's just so pretty. And that is just a little bit on the tip of the brush. Awesome. So then I decided, okay, I want to look presentable. Let's put the wig on. Let's change out of our sweatshirt. So I did that. And we're going to go with the first lip option. And this one is a NYX Intense Butter Gloss. And this is in Spice Cake. This is the one I have on in the intro. Love this color. It's a very bright pink. It's not coming up as bright pink as it is in actual real life, but it's very, very bright. Love this color. Thought it went nice. So I'm going to take that off. I thought it went nice with the eye look. I'm going to take that off, and now we're going to go in with blue. What else says fall like blue lips? So this one was actually a $3 lipstick I just picked up at a random beauty supply store. It's called Absolute New York, the company, and the color is called Charm, and it is very creamy. I actually suggest using a lip liner if you use this, but it is beautiful. I love it. It has a nice sheen to it, a glossy look. And it's very comfortable. This is actually, I think, my favorite lip look, but I love color. Next, we're going to go in with a matte purple. This is from LA Girl, and this is in the color Black Currant. This stuff is very matte. If you have ever tried this formula, I'm just letting you know, very, very matte. And this is what the color looks like. I think the blue and the purple are my favorite lips. And that's, of course, because look at me, I wear green wigs. Like, I just love color. The next one we're going to go in with is Milani lipstick, and this one is in the color of Violet. This is also a very comfortable color, and this is a bright, it's more of a magenta than it is a pink, and that's the last lip color. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you made it to the end of the video. Stay tuned because I'm about to show you some fun bloopers. Make sure to subscribe. Bye. It's all good. Let's jump into it.
What?
I'm gonna film you and put it in my video. He's a nasty boy. Go get ready. Go.
Go. My wig is coming off.
I've been filming too long. Somebody help me. Okay. Get it together.